Okay, so this video is if you have a GE dryer and your model number happens to be the GTD42EASJWW and your dryer is not drying, and you find out that the reason it's not drying is because the heater element is broken. Let me show you what that looks like. So this is your heater element. This is what it looks like. And this is most likely was broken with your dryer if it's not heating properly. And after you give it, I don't know, half an hour or 40 minutes, whatever you give to your dryer, it seems not to dry after the timing expires. So this is your culprit right here. It could be other things, but most likely this is your guy. This was what happened to me. Might be different in your case, but if this is what's wrong with your dryer, then this is the video for you. Now here are the tools that you're gonna need for this job. You're gonna need a flat screwdriver. You're gonna need a plier, not necessarily this one, but some type of plier. You're gonna need this tool, which is a wrench that comes with this little size nut. I don't know if this is a 7 or an 8, but that's most of those screws you're gonna take out are either with this, or you're gonna use the Phillips screwdriver tip. Or if you have a Phillips screwdriver, then you're gonna do this, but I had this tool that comes with this set right here, and it has all the little bits and stuff that I need. But at the end, all I used was this tool, this plier, and this flat screwdriver to do the job. And basically those are the only 3 tools that you need. Now, before you start the job, make sure, safety first, remove the 220 plug from the electricity. Yeah, very important step, and number 1 step. Make sure you remove that. If not, you're gonna get electrically shocked. Okay, so in the back it has this guy here. It's got this guy and that guy right there. After removing this, which you just press it in a little bit here and there, and we need to remove this guy and this guy. Okay, so it has one there, one there, one there, one there. The door. It's got that one there. And then this one here. And this is the sensor. Yeah, so the whole front comes out. Looks like if I gotta change the light bulb too. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna vacuum all this stuff here. Ooh. Look at this stuff. All right, look it in there. I'm gonna vacuum all of that. Gotta figure out how to take this drum stuff. But up here, I dismantle this stuff up here. Yep. All right. So I disconnected the drum. Yeah, that was fun. It has this little latch that the belt goes around here, and it goes down here on the motor. And basically you gotta come in with your hand through over here like this, like that, grab this, bring it down like that, unlatch it, and then let it go. And then the belt comes out. And once the belt comes out, then you could remove the drum from there. And what I'm trying to change is the heater element. The heater element seems to be not working. And yeah, I gotta, look at this. Gotta vacuum all this up. There's also a fire hazard. Yeah. It's easy, they said. All right, so I don't have to disconnect this whole thing up here. It's just disconnecting this guy down here and these two down here, the blue and the peach color. And then I don't know where this thing attaches to. It looks like I don't see screws. It looks like it has these little notches like that throughout the whole plating. I have to use a screwdriver to unpry that and then put it back together. Yeah, I don't see any screws there anywhere. All right, let's get that going. Okay, so the heating element is off. And yeah, it's a little bit fragile, so be careful when you put the new one in, because if you kind of mistreat it a little bit, look at that, it's flimsy. So when you put the new one in, be careful, treat it nicely. But yeah, all it was removing, not removing, but kind of grabbing these little tabs and moving them out of the way. There, that one, that one, that one. So all these tabs, you just move it out of the way. And then the only ones you need to remove is this purple one down here. And then these two right here, the blue one and like the peach color one. All right, now to put the new one back in. All right, so the heater element is that one right there. And yeah, of course, made in China. And when you open it up, it looks like that. So here's where those sensors plug into, right here. Pretty sure it has other areas where it plugs into. I guess just these two and this one right here. Oh great, I don't have to disconnect all the other ones. That's it, that's all it is. There's no other connection. So just disconnect this unit here and just disconnect these two guys. I'm glad, because these guys are really tough in there. Ugh. So happy that I didn't have to disconnect that. All right, let's get to it. Okay, awesome. The new one is back in place. Basically, the only tabs you have to kind of fudge out is these tabs in the inner side over here, all the inner side tabs, and then the unit comes out. To put back in is pretty self-explanatory. Lean them first, kind of enter them into the back one, kind of like in an angle, and then push it in, and then come in with these tabs. And then the tricky part is kind of like moving the piece here back and forth so that it aligns, and you could put your peach color, blue color here, and your purple down here. And that's it. That's how you change the heater element. Now, to put this guy back in place. Oh, by the way, helpful tip. Since you have it open, go ahead and just vacuum all of this stuff, because it's gonna be all full of that lint material. Especially get like around the motor here and all that stuff. I saw a neat trick where a guy pulled this. That's the little lever that goes around the belt, and you put it here, put your drum back in, put your belt around here, then around the motor here, and then just push this out so that this comes out of here, and then it puts the necessary tension. All right, let's put it back together. By the way, guys, I am by no means an expert on this, so this is just a DIY project that I did to fix this, but I suggest getting an expert. On my case, it worked well for me, and it did the job. But if you're not handy with tools, things like that, I suggest just hire an expert, or better yet, go get a new one. Well, there she is in all its glory, and it's ready to do a load. So here we go. Close that. Just gonna put half an hour. There she is. Let's see how she does. There you go. Nice.